Alright guys, so we've given you a tour of the village before, but today we're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, going to give you a tour of the marketplace. And here are just some of the stores that you can visit back in the marketplace. Alright, so as we walk back here, we've got lids to the left. Cookie Dough Bliss. We really enjoyed at the Gatlinburg Chili Cook-Off their pumpkin pie dessert. It was amazing. Over here we've got Mystic Moon Celtic Fair. There's Coldwater Winery and Carmelcorn, which we're going to try out here in just a moment. Over here is Red Mill Monograms. If you're familiar with the YouTube channel Joshy and Stacy, here's Trunk of Man. Let's take a look inside. Alright guys, here are some of the soaps at Trunk of Man that you can buy here. You got Vanilla Oatmeal, Urban Loft, Silk and Honey, Appalachian Trail, Wildflowers, Hidden Gorge, Peppermint Tea Tree with Charcoal, Monkey's Breath, White Jasmine, Sandalwood Bourbon, and over here's Tobacco Field. Here we've got some headache salves, as well as sinus vapor rubs. Gentry actually suffers from terrible migraines, so we may look into getting this, the headache salve. Guys, so we got 3 scoops from Cookie Dough Bliss. It was $9 for the 3 scoops, but all 4 of us are going to be sharing it here. And all that this is simply frozen cookie dough. Again, we tried some of this, the pumpkin pie version, at the Gatlinburg Chili Cook-Off back in November, and we were big fans, so we're going to try this out today. Tell you how it tastes. Gentry just tried the chocolate chip, which is the scoop that he chose. How is it, bud? Pretty good? So I decided to get the bourbon pecan. I kind of like buttered pecan, so I'm hoping that this is very similar to that. Again, it's a different consistency than ice cream or yogurt because it is frozen cookie dough. But here's a look at that. And there we go. I will say you have to love cookie dough. If you're not a cookie dough fan, this is not for you. I prefer ice cream over this, but it is good. It's not bad by any means, but again, if you're a cookie dough fan, this is something that's great. I know a lot of people who don't like cookie dough. This would not be for them. It is for me. I do like cookie dough, but it is very rich.
So Henry and I are trying the Mocha-Tella. So it's like a combination of mocha and Nutella. You want to try it?
Oh, he's already trying it. He's loving it.
That's really good.
Tell us a little bit about the texture, Jennifer.
So if you didn't know that it was cookie dough already and someone, gave you some, it might throw you off a little bit because the texture, and everything, but it's a very smooth texture and it's not too sweet or overpowering. So I really like that. And the flavors really come out, both the Nutella and the mocha come out together. And I really love mocha coffee. So it's a win-win for me.
So now we're getting ready to try some popcorn that we got from the store Carmelcorn, which is at the marketplace here in Gatlinburg. We selected 2 different types of popcorn. Gentry was very adamant about getting the cheesy popcorn, and of course no one could go wrong with kettle corn. So we're going to pass this along and give our take on Carmelcorn. The first one that's being passed along here, Gentry and Henry are trying the cheesy corn. Oh wow. That is very good. Melt in your mouth. And the next one is the kettle corn. Jennifer, what are your thoughts?
I like how it's good and fluffy. It's kind of like soft. It's not going to break your teeth on the caramel corn, but it has like a really good, light, crispy, sweet and salty flavor on there. But it's not, overpowering. You can still taste the popcorn and everything. And as far as the cheese corn goes, same on that one. It's not too salty, not too oily. It's just right.
And Henry, which one do you like best? Do you like this one or this one?
Popcorn.
Popcorn? You like the cheese?
Yeah.
Okay. Gentry, what is your take?
They're both equal.
They're both equal. The cheese one was pretty good at first bite. I really enjoyed that. But I think that the kettle corn just tops it. It has a very sweet bite, and if you're into sweets, this is the way to go right here. We also tried, I believe it was the apple pie. We tried a sampling of the apple pie. We enjoyed that as well. Not enough to purchase a box of it, of course, but the kettle corn, in my opinion, is a winner. And if you're in the area, we highly recommend stopping at Carmelcorn. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, guys, so Jennifer has made a comment about the popcorn. I've taken several business trips to Chicago over the years, and sometimes when I come back from Chicago, I bring back a very popular type of popcorn called Garrett's. Jennifer, tell us about your comparison between Garrett's popcorn and the popcorn at Carmelcorn.
So the one that he's brought back is the caramel cheddar, which is like a mixture of their caramel and cheddar together. We've had it from Chicago, straight from Chicago when he's come back. And then also Target has it in a bag that you can get like on the chip and popcorn aisle. And both of those are pretty close to each other as far as like flavor and texture and everything. But I would have to say that Carmelcorn beats them out, I would say. It's a lot fresher tasting, a lot lighter as far as like I said before, the caramel part is, you're not breaking your teeth on the crispiness or anything like that.
We got some soap from Trunk of Man, and I'll go ahead and show you what we've got here. The first one is called Urban Loft, and we really enjoyed this scent. This is probably my second favorite soap that we purchased from Trunk of Man. I think this is called Monkey's Breath, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but I believe this is called Monkey's Breath, and this is the one that Gentry selected. And this next one is called Tobacco Field. This is probably my third favorite soap that we purchased from Trunk of Man. And then finally, this one here is Peppermint Tea Tree with charcoal. This smells identical to the shampoo that you would get at Sports Clips. And we got a couple of these because it was a little less expensive to buy 5. But we'll try them out. And once again, that was Trunk of Man at the marketplace here in Gatlinburg. Guys, thanks so much for tagging along with us at the marketplace in Gatlinburg, and we'll see you next time on Every Day is Saturday.